Our journey now takes us far to the north, deep into the Siberian wilderness of Russia, to the Taymyr Peninsula. Here, well above the Arctic Circle, lies Lake Taymyr. For most of the year, from late September until June, this vast lake, with a surface area of 6,600 square kilometers, is completely frozen. It is the largest lake north of the Arctic Circle, a feature of one of the most remote and sparsely populated regions on the planet. During the brief, 2-month-long Arctic summer, the ice breaks up and the lake comes alive. Its cold, clear waters support a variety of Arctic fish species, including the Arctic char and whitefish. The surrounding tundra, a seemingly barren landscape, awakens with migratory birds that come here to nest and raise their young. Lake Taymyr is a powerful example of the resilience of life in extreme cold, a vast frozen heart that beats for just a few short months each year. We cross the globe to North America, to the provinces of Saskatchewan and Alberta in Canada. Here we find Lake Athabasca, a long, narrow lake covering 7,850 square kilometers. It is a remnant of the ancient, colossal glacial Lake McConnell, carved out by the immense power of ice sheets during the last ice age. The lake is known for its remarkable and vast sand dunes, the Athabasca Sand Dunes, which stretch for nearly 100 kilometers along the southern shore, a unique and protected ecosystem. The lake is part of the Mackenzie River Basin, one of the largest river systems in the world, draining north towards the Arctic Ocean. Its name, of Cree origin, is thought to mean grass or reeds here and there. The region is also at the heart of Canada's uranium mining industry, with the town of Uranium City on its northern shore. Lake Athabasca is a place of geological wonders and economic importance, a vast northern lake where ancient landscapes meet modern industry. Journeying south to Central America, we arrive at the colossal Lake Nicaragua, or Xochimilco, as it is known locally. With a surface area of 8,264 square kilometers, it is the largest lake in Central America, a vast freshwater sea that dominates the geography of the nation of Nicaragua. Its most remarkable feature is that it is home to species of fish typically found in the ocean, including sharks and sawfish. It is the only freshwater lake in the world to contain these marine creatures. Scientists believe the lake was once a bay of the Pacific Ocean, which was then closed off by volcanic eruptions. Over time, the trapped salt water turned to fresh, and the marine life adapted. The lake is studded with over 400 islands, including the famous Ometepe, formed by 2 towering volcanoes rising from the water. Lake Nicaragua is a biological marvel, a testament to the incredible adaptability of life and the dynamic geological forces that shape our world. We now ascend high into the Andes Mountains, to the border of Peru and Bolivia. Here, at an elevation of over 3,800 meters, we find Lake Titicaca. It is the largest lake in South America by volume, and with a surface area of 8,372 square kilometers, it is widely considered the highest navigable lake in the world. The air is thin, and the sunlight is intense, giving the deep blue waters a clarity and brilliance that is almost otherworldly. This lake was the cradle of ancient civilizations, including the Inca. Indigenous communities such as the Uros people continue to live on the lake, on remarkable floating islands woven from the native totora reeds. The lake supports a unique aquatic fauna, including the giant Titicaca water frog, which breathes primarily through its skin. Lake Titicaca is more than just a body of water, it is a sacred place, a center of culture and history, held in a breathtaking high-altitude basin. We return to Europe, to the northwestern part of Russia, to find Lake Onega. With a surface area of 9,700 square kilometers, it is the second largest lake in Europe. Like its larger neighbor, Lake Ladoga, it is a product of the last glacial period, its basin scoured out by the immense weight and movement of ice. The lake contains over 1,600 islands, the most famous of which is Kiji. Kiji Island is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, home to an astonishing open-air museum of wooden architecture. The centerpiece is the 18th century Church of the Transfiguration, a masterpiece built entirely of wood, with 22 onion domes, constructed without a single nail. The lake itself is a vital waterway, connected to the Baltic Sea, the White Sea, and the Volga River Basin. Lake Onega is a place where natural beauty and cultural heritage merge in a spectacular fashion. Now for a lake that no human eye has ever seen directly. we journey to the coldest, most remote place on Earth, Antarctica. Buried nearly 4 kilometers beneath the solid ice of the East Antarctic ice sheet lies Lake Vostok. It is the largest of Antarctica's known subglacial lakes, with a surface area estimated at 12,500 square kilometers. It is a world of utter darkness, immense pressure, and extreme cold, sealed off from the surface for millions of years. Scientists discovered its existence using ice-penetrating radar. The water remains liquid due to the immense pressure from the ice above and geothermal heat from the Earth's core below. In 2012, Russian scientists succeeded in drilling through the ice sheet to reach the lake's surface, a monumental achievement in exploration. The study of Lake Vostok offers a tantalizing glimpse into a completely unique and isolated ecosystem, and may even provide clues for the search for life on other planets and moons in our solar system. We traveled to the vast arid steppes of southeastern Kazakhstan to find Lake Balkhash. This enormous lake, covering 16,400 square kilometers, is honestly one of the largest in Asia. It has a remarkable and unusual characteristic: it is half freshwater and half saltwater. A narrow strait divides the lake into 2 distinct parts. The western basin is fed by the large Ili River and is relatively shallow and fresh, while the eastern basin has no major inflow and is much saltier due to evaporation. This natural division creates 2 very different environments within a single body of water. The surrounding region is largely desert and semi-desert, making the lake a critical resource for the local economy and a vital habitat for wildlife, particularly birds. However, like the Aral Sea and Lake Urmia, Lake Balkhash is under threat. The increasing diversion of water from the Ili River for agriculture and industry in both Kazakhstan and China is causing the lake to shrink and its salinity to rise, jeopardizing its unique ecosystem. Our journey takes us back to northwestern Russia, near the border with Finland. Here lies Lake Ladoga, the largest lake entirely within Europe. With a surface area of 17,700 square kilometers, this immense freshwater body plays a crucial role in the history and geography of the region. Its basin was formed by glacial activity, and it is fed by over 30 rivers, draining into the Gulf of Finland via the Neva River, on which the city of St. Petersburg stands. The lake is renowned for its harsh and unpredictable weather, with violent storms that can appear suddenly. During World War II, Lake Ladoga became a lifeline. In winter, its frozen surface became the road of life, the only supply route to the besieged city of Leningrad, now St. Petersburg, saving countless lives. The lake is also home to a unique subspecies, the Ladoga ringed seal, one of only a few freshwater seal populations in the world. It is a lake of immense scale, historical significance, and surprising biodiversity. We return to North America to visit the smallest of the 5 Great Lakes, Lake Ontario. Though the smallest by surface area, it is still a colossal body of water, covering 18,960 square kilometers. It lies at the end of the Great Lakes chain, receiving the outflow from all the other 4 Great Lakes via the Niagara River, with its famous falls, and draining into the Atlantic Ocean through the St. Lawrence River. Its name is of Iroquoian origin, meaning Lake of Shining Waters. Its shores are the most densely populated of all the Great Lakes, with the sprawling metropolis of Toronto, Canada, dominating its northwestern edge. Because its great depth moderates the climate, the surrounding land is a fertile agricultural region, famous for its fruit orchards and vineyards. Lake Ontario is a powerful example of how a Great Lake can become the heart of a major urban and economic region. We venture into the heart of the North American continent, to the Canadian province of Manitoba. Here we find the vast, shallow expanse of Lake Winnipeg. Covering an impressive 24,514 square kilometers, it is the largest lake in southern Canada. It is a remnant of the prehistoric glacial Lake Agassiz, which was once larger than all the modern Great Lakes combined. Its watershed is enormous, stretching across 4 Canadian provinces and 4 American states. The lake is long and relatively narrow, with large islands and complex shorelines. It is a vital resource for the province, supporting a major commercial fishery, primarily for walleye and sauger, and providing hydroelectric power from the Nelson River, its main outlet. However, the health of the lake is under threat from nutrient runoff, particularly phosphorus, from its vast watershed. which causes large algal blooms in the summer months. The challenge of preserving Lake Winnipeg is a complex international issue. We return to the Great Lakes of North America, to the southernmost, shallowest, and warmest of the five-Lake Erie. Straddling the border between Canada and the United States, it has a surface area of 25,667 square kilometers. Because of its shallowness, it warms rapidly in the spring and summer and frequently freezes over in winter. This also makes it the most biologically productive of the Great Lakes, supporting a vibrant fishery. In the 1960s, Lake Erie became a symbol of environmental pollution, famously declared dead due to the severe effects of industrial waste and agricultural runoff. This crisis spurred landmark environmental legislation like the Clean Water Act and the Great Lakes Water Quality Agreement. A massive cleanup effort brought the lake back to life in a remarkable recovery. Today it still faces challenges, particularly from invasive species and harmful algal blooms, but its story is a powerful lesson in both environmental degradation and successful restoration.